across the river. D8.
Well, guys.
Yeah, and he has their confidence. David, thank you. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Brooklyn, they hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. Forming the expectations, and they look much different than we thought they would.
Yeah, you have those teams, and that's what you love. Those teams, all of us experts, we say where they're going to finish. They end up 3 or 4 slots up, and then those are the teams that just get that momentum. They get going. They have great team chemistry, and they outdo our expectations.
Here's Snell, guarded by KD. And Jordan sends it down.
One of the premier shot blockers in the game. DJ showing the gift off.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Pistons shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
And the defensive impact that Andre Drummond can have on the floor is a major factor.
Well, you know that Drummond is going to do the work of 3 players on the glass, but he's also and a solid rim protector who makes up for his height with great timing and reach.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Durant, and Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. Clock at 6. Pass to Dinwiddie. Over Jackson. It's Drummond with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Snell from outside. No good that time. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
I mean, big time win, bigger time third quarter comeback, and definitely a great game for us to watch as well.
For Brooklyn, they have converted 1 or 2 free throws so far today.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
The Pistons making a change here. Woods checked in. Prince against Morris. Brown outside. Wood kicks to Snell. From deep three-point range. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
And let's quickly take a look at some stats for Reggie Jackson. How he did last season. He put up about 15 points a game last season. 4 assists and 2 rebounds. And he's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the cause.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Harris passes to Kennedy. Free throw line jump shot. Rebounded by the Pistons. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And they did just what they set out to do in that game. I mean, they were definitely the ones dictating pace, style, and tempo.
Absolutely dominant performance from them. They are only going to get stronger as this season progresses.
He dishes it to Dinwiddie. Down low. No good from Kennedy.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Jackson up top. Dinwiddie covering. Jackson misses. Nets trail by 15. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Let's take a look at the players who were the best on the glass a season ago. Number 1, Andre Drummond. DeAndre Jordan, 3rd.
But these guys are always around the hoop, always with a nose for the ball. A dominant season inside for both.
And the Nets making a change here. Chandler's checked in. Brown finds Jackson. Pistons need to get off a shot here. 14 feet away. Wood can't hit.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Kennedy. And the Nets miss again.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
And with the signing of Durant and Irving along with DeAndre Jordan, Greg, are the Brooklyn Nets now claiming the mantle for the top team in New York?
Listen, they were already the better team a season ago after stealing the Knicks' thunder in free agency, acquiring the superstar talent. They're poised to steal the Knicks' cultural relevance as well.
Mr. Dinwiddie. It's tipped, so it looks like the Nets will retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Carew just checked in for Joe Harris.
He seemed like he was never going to come back down to earth. He hung in the air forever.
The Nets shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. That's good from Kennedy.
Well, one area that has slowed the Pistons the last decade is their player development.
Yeah, you look at their roster, very few homegrown players. The Pistons haven't had a lot of hits with their first-round picks. To be a top team, you need to have a front office that can build from within.
And there's the second dunk to finish it off.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Jackson against Dinwiddie. Now here's Jackson, guarded closely. Brown outside. Those 3-pointers off the mark. And so it's the Detroit Pistons up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And this team has shown their toughness and determination. And
what's going to separate us is how close we are, and when we're in the...
They certainly do.
This team has assembled some hard-nosed, unselfish players. No better group for Irving to surround himself with.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And Stephen Clark, Pistons pretty much in control here.
I know it's early, but all those 3-pointers, boy, do they add up.
That's their strategy. Try to overwhelm you. Try to put you in a hole you have to dig yourself out of.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for Brooklyn now, Wilson Chandler out there with Taurean Prince. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie, and it's Kennedy in at the 2. Pass to Jackson. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Jackson's got 5 now.
Love that by Reggie Jackson. The floater is a natural move for him.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Dwayne Casey was the 2018 Coach of the Year, but as we all know, he was fired after that same season by the Raptors. Casey's found a home in Detroit. Casey said, "I had no regrets."
Snell dishes to Jackson. The pass to Morris. Pass to Drummond. Nice move. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
I love this. Andre Drummond has gone on record saying he is one of the last true centers in the league. Hard to argue with that statement, given how Drummond has played.
Jackson against Irving. Here's Kennedy. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Markieff Morris. rebounding and defense Drummond provides, Smitty, feels similar to an old school center.
Yeah, it does. Drummond is still very effective, even without having an outside shot. But he's gotten better at that. Most centers now can shoot threes, but Drummond is happy to stick to what he does best.
Here's Snell. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. 4 on the shot clock. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
And a quick check of the stats for Drummond. Coming off a terrific season. First in rebounding, 8th in steals, and he finished among the top 10 in blocks, bringing that intimidation factor to the paint.
And getting back to the fact that he led the league in rebounding, you know how hard that is? What a tremendous asset to the team.
And doing a much better job from three-point range than they were in the first. It's going to help them chip away at that lead.
Poke loose. Outside Jackson. Back to Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
So gifted. Drummond soars through the air, then explodes on the finish.
Here's Kennedy. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Steve, the league has done a pretty good job of curbing player altercations. Some guys, always though, it seems, are going to be ready to go toe-to-toe and will not back down.
Patrick Beverly, Kevin, Draymond Green, James Johnson, those guys come to mind. They are ready to go from the tip. They are ready to go.
Jordan against Drummond. Pass to Kennard. Kicks it to Snell. Over Harris. Snell, no good. Nets trail by 6. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Markieff Morris.
When Durant gets inside, 9 times out of 10, he's going to score or get fouled.
Greg, you get so caught up in how great Durant is at scoring that you forget sometimes about his other terrific offensive skills.
You know, KD doesn't really get a lot of recognition for his passing, but he has fantastic vision. I mean, arguably, he might be the most underrated superstar ever. Sees so many double teams and does a great job of getting the ball out to open teammates.
Irving cans the 12-footer. Irving's got 6 in the quarter.
Building off a solid first quarter, he's been lights out here in the second.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
Career best season for Kyrie Irving in 2018-19. Scoring just as great as ever, but it was the other areas, playmaking, rebounding, defense, where he made tremendous strides.
Passes it to Morris. Here's Snell, defended by Durant. Here's Drummond. He feeds it to Morris. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by KD. And the Celtics expected Kyrie to become a better passer and defender in Boston.
They felt he had the capability. You could argue that those improvements have elevated him from a great scorer to a great player in our league.
Here's Kennard. He's covered by Kennedy. The pass to Morris. Here's Kennard. Kicks it to Jackson. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
And as long as Reggie Jackson is healthy, he's going to give you some punch as a lead guard. Solid scoring option and a guy who's also unselfish in terms of getting his teammates involved.
Pass to Durant. Doesn't go for him. And it's Detroit the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington. They'll face the Wizards. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Here's Jackson. Sweet little floater. Jackson's got 8.
I'll tell you, Jackson's first step is dynamite. A big asset off the dribble.
Pass to Jordan. That one good for 2.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And a close game so. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sport. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be... Checked in for the Pistons. Christian Wood comes in for Blake Griffin. Jackson and Kennard pair up at the 1 and the 2. Marky Morris is out there with Wood, and it's Doumbouya in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Detroit right now. Here's Kennard, and it's sent back by Kennedy.
You like that he's still attacking, but the results tonight just haven't been there.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It sends a message that we're going to be aggressive no matter who's taking the shot.
Here's Morris. Again, the miss by the Pistons. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for the Brooklyn Nets. Back to Prince. Kennedy passes to Dinwiddie. Softly drops in the float. Now it's a 7-point Nets lead.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Fires at the elbow. Morris with the rebound. Detroit's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Kennard's shot is off. Brooklyn leading by 7. Out to the right wing. Baseline jumper. Prince. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The Pistons shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. It's Wood, top of the key. Kennard, the pass to Wood. Back to Kennard. On the wing, Jackson. Over Chandler. And there's the foul. It'll go on Christian Wood. That is his first foul of the game.
Defensively, though, much improved here in the second half. They've limited the open looks, making them work for everything.
Harris is checked in for the Nets. Dinwiddie passes to Kenny. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Now a timeout called by Detroit. Steve, I know you like this, that the three-point shot is having such an effect on the league, actually transforming the NBA. Are you surprised how fast all this is happening?
I am. I'm surprised that so many teams are adopting this transformation and shooting the 3-ball, because there are some teams and there's some players, I know they shoot it, Kevin, but they shoot it at such a low percentage. If you have the guys that can shoot it, you should adopt it. If not, you got to find another way of winning ball games. There's nothing wrong with having a great mid-range team that can knock down mid-range jumpers.
Lets it go with the 3. It's hauled in by Wood. Wood's got 6 rebounds here tonight. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Let's see what the Brooklyn Nets have coming up on Monday. They'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans. And then on Friday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Portland Trailblazers.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Pistons trail by 13. Here's Kennard. Passes to Jackson. To end the run. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Deflects the pass, so it looks like the Nets will retain possession here.
And now let's get a look at the numbers for DeAndre Jordan. Great showing for him last season. Averaged about 11 points a game, 13 rebounds, and 2 assists. And I'm not sure he can play any better than he has. I mean, surprising a lot of people with this play here of late.
Therein lies the question. Has he reached a new level in his game, or is this just a hot streak that'll eventually cool down? We'll see.
And the pass to Wood. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And he was 73% from the line a season ago. Average number in that regard.
Last year, an 8th seed finish for the Detroit Pistons. Had to work for it, battling it out to the very end of the season. Their 500 record of 41-41 was just enough to get in.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Durant's checked in. Kennedy passes to Dinwiddie. Detroit with the rebound. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Got that one up quick. 17 points for Spencer Dinwiddie.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
And Smitty, last season for the Pistons, a short playoff trip as they were swept by Milwaukee, but still a learning experience.
Kevin, getting this team back to the playoffs was the first step. The young players learned a valuable lesson. It's all about changing the mindset and culture of this team.
There's a minute left here in the third quarter. Doumbouya kicks to Jackson. Nice ball movement by Detroit.
You know, a big change last season for Luke Kennard happened when he stopped worrying about taking bad shots. He was asked to be more proactive on offense and start creating chances for himself instead of waiting for the ball to be swung to him. We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
If it counts, Kennard's got 8.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Here's Kennedy. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
He's been spending quite a bit of time at the foul line. This is trick number 6. Detroit making a switch. Drummond's checked in. Here's Kennard. He's got 8. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Outside Jackson. Inside. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Good vision. Good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot. Finds an open man.
Pass to Kennedy. There's the dish to Harris. Launches it. And that one is off. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Nets lead by 13. And time for the short. Now let's take a listen on head coach Dwayne Casey.
They're playing harder. They're cutting harder.
Check in for the Pistons. Nets leading by 15, setting the floor for the Nets. We've got DeAndre Jordan. Durant is out there with Harris. Then there's Irving. And it's Kennedy in a shooting guard. Harris outside. Passes it. Time on the clock. Now, here is Irving. The Nets need to get a shot off here. No good from Kennedy. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Detroit.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Nets.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Kyrie Irving.
You have to appreciate the unselfishness. He kept the ball moving, kept everyone involved really enjoyable to watch.
Picked him clean. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Kennard. And that one hits back iron.
And well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
Shoots. Not going to go that time. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one to come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight. Says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. Nice win for your team, Che. You were the catalyst with all your scoring. Was that the game plan tonight?
I thought my teammates were creating, a ton of chances for me on the offensive end. And, fortunately, I got hot for a stretch. We converted a lot of our possessions, and the way they were setting me up, though, the credit goes to them, not me.
Well, all of you contributed to this win, and you should enjoy it. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again.
Good game out there, fellas.
That's how we do it, son. Good game.
Appreciate you, Sarge.
Uh-huh.